All right, my people, welcome back onto this one. Thanks so much for subscribing to this channel. Well, my people, this is another one reaching us right now. Finally exposed. Nigeria is not a nation. And then onto this popular Yoruba nation agitator have finally revealed this. Yes, her name is Mrs. Fumi, and she is a lecturer in the UK, based in the UK. Well, this time around, a lot of things have been said, as you can see her face. All right, my people, this is serious. It had been gathered that Nigeria is not a nation. And then according to Mrs. Fumi right now to this says Nigeria is not a nation, but it comprises of different ethnic groups, of different languages, of different ethnic groups, different traditions, different people, and then different culture. And according to our expression, it says Nigeria, it is an expression of people coming together, living together, of different languages, ethnicity. Yes, and then because of that, it can never be, it's never a nation, according to what she had revealed to us. It says if you remove the three major languages in the country, Nigeria, talking about the Igbo, the Yoruba, and the Hausa, and then at the end of it all, you will notice that we will not be able to hear ourselves. We will not be able to hear ourselves. When you remove those three major languages in the country Nigeria, we will not be able to hear ourselves. And then another instance she gave was the fact that in Nigeria we have about 240 languages. And then a country whereby you cannot hear what the other person is talking about, is saying. When that other person starts speaking his or her own language right now, in a situation whereby we cannot hear ourselves, in a situation whereby we are of different region, then it's not a nation. Because a nation should be a country, people coming together, speak the same language, of the same tradition, people of the same culture, people of the same ethnic group. And that's what a nation look like. That's how it's supposed to be. He says right now, if you go to Germany, they speak one language, which is the German language. When you go to the UK, they speak one language, which is the English language. When you go to a place like Belgium, you will notice that they have the French speaking part and the German speaking part. They understand themselves. Yes, and for instance, if a Yoruba person, according to her, says if a Yoruba person is taken to Igbo land, most definitely the Yoruba person will not hear what the Igbo man is speaking. Vice versa, when you bring an Igbo man to a Yoruba land, you will not hear, if they start speaking their dialect, you will not hear what they are saying, meaning it is not a country. That is why Nigeria is not a nation. Yes, but it is an expression of people coming together, living together, of different languages, ethnicity, different tradition, and a different culture. And then when all these things are not together, then that means that such a nation, being called a nation, is not a nation. Where my people, majority of things though were said onto this, I think I learned a lot of things right now from what this woman had rightly said. Yes, and then it says in this case, when we cannot hear ourselves, we cannot hear ourselves, we don't have the same tradition, then it should not be called a nation. That is the problem we are having right now. That is why we are having the kind of problem we are having right now. Some set of people will tell you they are the one that own one particular region, that their forefathers gave it to them, so they have to take over. That is exactly what the problem. If we are one nation, if we speak the same language, if we hear ourselves, if we have the same tradition and then the same ethnic group, then there won't be any trouble in the land. That is why it has been gathered that Nigeria is not a nation. And then when you go to another a country like Ghana, you will understand that they speak the same language, which is the Twi language. That's what they speak. That means Ghana is a nation while Nigeria is not a nation. You can imagine. And then right now, I think I'm now trying to understand why the Yoruba nation agitators actually want to go. They want to be on their own. That means Yoruba itself is a nation. We have heard these times with that number that Yoruba is a nation, but just that the people don't know what they have. That is why they are still in this same Nigeria, according to what the people have been calling it. That is why everybody in this time around needs to wake up. All the youth needs to do the needful. The Yoruba leaders have said that they do not want to remain in Nigeria, that there's nothing like one Nigeria, because one Nigeria will not take us anywhere. One Nigeria will not make us to survive. That's why everybody needs to go each our own separate ways, so that things will keep working out for good, so that things will keep working out for the people. Right now, it has been gathered that Nigeria is not a nation. I know some sort of people would have been, initially from the beginning, would have been arguing, but with all these ones that had been detailed, I know a lot of people will have a change of mind henceforth. No wonder the people are suffering. No wonder hunger had been the order of the day. No wonder there's been killing everywhere, simply because we do not speak the same language, simply because we are not one people, simply because our traditions are different from each other, simply because we are not the same ethnic group. Yes, so and exactly what it is. That is why Nigeria had been said not to be a nation, that Nigeria is never a nation. When my people majority of things have been said, I know a lot of people might be like, oh, no wonder we have to go our separate ways. Yoruba nation, no going back. All right, what more can we say? Meanwhile, let me have your own take on this, my people, and remember to subscribe for more updates if you are new on this channel. All right, thanks and God bless.